Hello everyone, welcome back to the Chelsea Central podcast. Your host Byron and Shayon will be reviewing the Leeds game, and it was a 0-0, very frustrating game. It started very lively in the first half and then started to fizzle away in the second. But 0-0, not what we wanted. Lost 2 points really, and doesn't look good for us in the table. We could potentially drop to 7th, and so Shayon, moving to the first half, tell us about it, man.
Well, overall, the first half was a lot more exciting than the second half, as there were 2 post hits, I'm pretty sure, and Mendy made an incredible save. And we'll get into Mendy later on, but the first half was where the game was end-to-end. It was open, and realistically, I'm not sure if it was in the first half where Havertz had the chance, but if it was, Havertz should have scored that chance that he got in the first half. But apart from that, it wasn't much to talk about, really.
Yeah. It was a lot of action there in the first half. We had that crossbar from both teams, actually, and the offside goal for, what's his name? Forgot his name now. But the one who got the Man of the Match award. 0-0. Moving on to the second half, it was just kind of slow. I mean, we couldn't attack. We couldn't create chances in the final third as we wanted to. It's been a regular occurrence, seeing that so many times now. Defense is great, but it's just the attack, and there were a few chances there and again, but we couldn't score. That was the main objective today.
Yeah, so overall that match was pretty disappointing, and Chelsea dropped 2 points in the race for top 4. So what would you give our players today, Byron, as ratings?
Right, our ratings. Right, so we are going to start with the main man in goal, Edouard Mendy. I've given him an 8.5, and he produced some good saves there. I remember that strong hand to deny Rafinha, and that could have been a goal for Leeds there. But yeah, good performance by him. And then moving on to Aspie, solid as always, captain, giving him a 7. AC 7.5, another good performance. The 24-year-old is doing incredible for the team, and he looks like he cannot be dropped at the moment in his form. Rudiger, for me, the best performed player. He was great, man. In the first half, he had those 2 defensive headers, and he was just defending well. He got up the pitch quite a few times, had that shot, that Melia save. 8 for him. And now moving on to Chile. Oh my days, we'll move on to this guy sooner, but I've given him a 2.5, and it's absolutely horrific.
A 2.5, Jesus.
Yeah, I know. We'll talk about it later, but 2.5, terrible performance. And Kante 7 broke up the defense of Leeds. We were expecting that. He had some good interceptions, good defensive awareness, and what he does best really. Jorginho, giving him a 6. He had some of the passes, but they were a bit hit and miss. Sometimes he was not coping with the Leeds midfielders, who were just running like mad, some of them pressing the team. And moving on to the attackers now, and we've got Mount as a 6. Couldn't really get him into the game, but really, none of our attackers could get into the game. And so 6. It was kind of deep, but we just tried to make chances. But it wasn't the best day for our attackers. And then Pulisic, I've given him a 6. He was actually good in the first half. Made those runs and crosses, dropping those shoulders. Giving him a 6 there. Havertz 6.5. He had the good movement, that pace, and was again lively in the first half. Had some few shots there and again, but couldn't score with his chances. So I'll give him a 6.5. And lastly, Ziyech a 4. I don't know when this guy will start performing, man, because it's actually kind of disappointing now. I've given him 4. He just couldn't create anything, and he tried to, I think, had to adapt in the position that he's not used to. Yeah, they're giving him a 4. Not good from the Moroccan player. Moving on to you, Shayon. What are your match ratings?
Okay, so starting with Mendy. Mendy got an 8. My joint second highest rating. Well, yeah, joint highest rating. He made some incredible saves, and he's been so solid. In the contenders for the Golden Glove or whatever it is, the most clean sheets or whatever. Moving on to Aspie. Aspie, consistent as always. Not the best defender on our team who performed, but I'll give him a 7. AC wasn't his best performance, but still was very solid, and I'll give him a 7.5. Rudiger was outstanding today in the defense and in the offense. He gave us some options going forward, and the Shaw and Melia save, which if our players were on their toes, they could have at least tried to convert it
Yeah.
or pass it back in. But moving on to Chilwell, if I speak, I'm in big trouble. And against Atletico, if I see this guy on the pitch, it'll be over. It'll be over. That's what I gotta say. Moving on to Kante. Kante was the better midfielder in our pivot today. 7.5 for him. Great defensively and offensively. J5 was good offensively, but in defense he was a bit of a liability, getting blown past quite easily as he has no pace. Pulisic was good early on, created loads of chances, but as the game went on, he started to fade as we saw. Then I guess he got subbed off for Reece James. Then moving on to the attack, Mount, quite a silent game for him. Wasn't really involved much. I'll give him a 6. Havertz had one chance, or had one big chance, which he should have scored. But apart from that, he was solid as well, and I'll give him a 6. Lastly, Ziyech. I don't know what's wrong with him, man. Maybe he can't adapt to the Premier League, but he did it in the UCL, so I don't get what the problem is. He just isn't, his touches are off, his passes are off. He's not, his shots are just being blocked as well. I don't get it. He has the potential to be our difference maker, but he's just not doing it for us. So yeah, that's it for the match ratings. Byron, what do you think
Yeah.
about the chances of the defense in the final third?
All right. So, um, we've seen this quite a lot of times now across our matches, and our defense has always been incredible, right? As for the Quetta, Zuma, Rudiger, or an AC, they've been incredible for us at the back, and Mendy as well. Yeah, nothing wrong with the defense, right? And then just when it progresses, right? Just our attackers. I've seen it so many times. We just that final pass, the touch, the shot. It's just that final product. We cannot score, and we need to be more clinical. And I've said it so many times in the last few episodes. We need to sort it out, man, and we need to actually try and score these goals. It's just I'm tired of just not. I know they're capable of scoring, but they just they can't link up together in order to get that goal. And yeah, I just don't know what's wrong, man. You have to sort it out. Do you have anything to add?
Well, I only have one thing to add is, our defense is fine, but the thing is, if we're gonna get Haaland, if he doesn't get chances, he can't score either. So today we got one chance, yeah, maybe Haaland would have scored that chance, but we can't just keep creating stupid half chances or one good chance per game. We need to create
Mm,
more, and if we get
yeah,
Haaland, he'll be wasted getting no service. So yeah, that's the only thing I want to talk about.
yeah, definitely. And I think that's it for the final third and the chances there. So moving on to the individual performances. Yeah, who is your player to pick out of this game?
I'm going to go with Edouard Mendy. I think he's been our most important signing this season. He has been consistent in the race for the most clean sheets, and he's very commanding and aerially present in the box as well. And his distribution is very underrated. So
Yeah, certainly.
he's just made such an impact on our defense, and we've been our defense has been solid ever since he's joined. What about you, Brian? Have you got any individual performances to
All
pick out
right,
today?
so yeah. Um, chill well, chill well, chill well. Where can I start? I mean, this guy was, I don't know, man. His last game, I saw it right. His crossing it wasn't it. And to get again today, his passing, his crossing, I think you could saw Tuchel just shouting at him for making so many errors, and he just I just miss Alonso now, and I can't believe I'm saying it. Yeah, the attacking threat is just not there from Chilwell. It was just a poor performance. I just don't know where that Chilwell was. His when um, he came into the team. That Chilwell, that quality is what I want, and I don't know where it's gone. Remember, he was racking those assists and goals under Lampard. I just don't know where that's gone. And considering this guy was what 50 million, I'm expecting more. But we can't, say, oh, he's shocking after just two games. But yeah, we need to see an improvement, man. Certainly under this new formation under Tuchel and his game management. Yeah, that's all I want to say, really.
So let's move on to the top four race. Well, as we dropped 2 points today, not the best for the top four race, but the top four race is well still on. And if West Ham, if West Ham get 4 points from Man United and Arsenal, they will overtake us. And if Tottenham get 6 points from Arsenal and Villa, they will overtake us on goal difference. But it's very unlikely that they both get the points they need to overtake us. And we still have hope in the top four race, but we can't be dropping points for no reason. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very, very tough now and very close. We could drop to seventh if the other teams do well. And yeah, we have to gain like these games. We have to get those 3 points. It's very crucial now. Coming to the end of the last 9 games of the season, and we've got other games as well in the Champions League and the cup. It is we have to take we have to capitalize on these games, yeah, and try and seal off that Champions League spot. Yeah, that's about it really for that. And moving on to the managerial decisions. Seon, tell me, was it correct? Did Tuchel make the correct lineup and substitutions against Leeds today?
I personally think it wasn't really about what Tuchel did. Like he made fine decision. Like it's not like he did anything awful. If our players can't score, we can't win, obviously. And we've seen that ever since he's come, we've been defensively solid. So like it's just about the players on the pitch and doing what they need to do. Reece James got subbed on, Werner got subbed on, Hudson got subbed on. What did they do? Like who else are we meant
Hmm.
to sub on? Like if our players can't perform, then we can't win. So like they need to play for the manager and like he has good tactics, good like formation, everything. So like they need to just turn up for him and do what they need to do.
Yeah, exactly that. The players have to back him up and perform under him. And yeah, we just the players they have to try and he's made the correct decisions, but the players have to show him what they can do and their ability in order to win the game.
So have we got any other talking points?
I don't think there are, and that will move us on very nicely to the social media roundup. But before we go into that, make sure you go to the description link in the description. Follow our socials at Twitter, our Instagram, our TikTok, and our Facebook, and see what we post there because we post good content there. And yeah, we'll be moving on to our social media roundup and get the best posts from Twitter. Um, Hope you enjoy these posts, man.
So on Wednesday, 8 p.m., we go against Atletico in what could be seen as our biggest game of the season. And it's not a must win, obviously, but it's a very important that we get through this round and we can see who our next opponent is. And we are in a good position, one away goal, and we are in a poor position to win this match. Baron, what do you think about the Atletico match?
Yeah, we just have to seal it off, try and win this game. Very important. Coming home to our Stamford Bridge, take the home advantage, and however, they do have Yannick Carrasco, I'm pretty sure, back from injury, so that'll be another attacking threat we must be sure to defend against. That didn't appear in the first leg against Chelsea. We know they are a really defensive side, try and get us in the counter. Good attackers with the likes of Suarez, Felix, Jimenez obviously injured as well, but we have to try and seal the game off and try and win at our home. So moving on to the predicted lineup, predicted lineup. Who is your predicted lineup against Atletico?
Okay, so Mendy in goal, as expected. Aspilicueta, AC, and Rudiger, as Silva had a setback in training and obviously won't be back for this game. But even if he was, I don't think there'll be a need as the defense has been very solid. In midfield, Reece James, Kovacic, Kante, and Alonso, as Jorginho and Mount are both injured. I mean, not injured, suspended. Then moving on to the attack, Hudson, Odoi, Havertz, and Werner. But Giroud could easily come in. But apart from that, that's the lineup I think that we're going to play against Atletico. What about you?
All right, and it will be an exact carbon copy as your team, exact same team as you put. Mendy and goal, brick wall, the defenders, but a lot of coming in for Chilwell, attacking threat and that height against Atletico. We've got the Kante and Kovar in the middle, obviously the suspension from Mount and Jorginho, and then we have Werner, Cho, and Havertz. So, yeah, that's our team right there.
What's your score prediction to the Atletico match?
Okay, so I've gone for an interesting 1-1. A draw at Stamford Bridge, but we do take the win as we got the away goal against Atletico. And Havertz as the goal scorer for Chelsea, playing that false nine role. And for their team, I've gone for Luis Suarez, an attacking threat for them. And that's it. A draw, and hopefully it's nothing. It's no loss. How about you, Shayon?
For me, I've gone for 2-1, which was not easy to pick, but I think we're gonna get 2 goals, and they're gonna get 1 goal later on, then that'll be the match. The goal scorers I think will be Havertz, Werner, and Suarez, and that's it for the Atletico match. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to check out the socials in the description, and don't forget to do the forms link, which has you can vote for man of the match, and let us know what you want to see in the description. Like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, it's been Byron and Sharon as your host, and goodbye.